Want revenge on your ex? Perfect. That raw gut punch feeling. It's a powerful fuel source, isn't it? We've all been there, scrolling through their new life, feeling that toxic cocktail of anger and sadness and thinking, I'll show them. But what if I told you that 99% of what we call a revenge glow-up, the gym selfies, the party pictures, the carefully curated happiness, is a complete waste of that precious fuel? It's not only ineffective, it actually gives them exactly what they want. There's a psychological secret, a kind of counterintuitive judo move that is far more devastating and, paradoxically, the most profoundly healing thing you could ever do. Today, I'm not going to give you a list of 10 tips. I'm going to give you one single strategy rooted in a fascinating piece of brain science that will completely reframe how you see this. This isn't about becoming a bitter person. It's about becoming so whole, so genuinely fulfilled, that their absence becomes utterly irrelevant. And that, my friend, is the real power. As a psychologist who has navigated this with countless people, I've seen this work in ways that are almost unbelievable. So, let's dive in. Let's talk about how to turn that pain into your superpower. To understand this, we need to go back to the 1920s, to a busy cafe in Vienna. A Russian psychologist named Bluma Zeigarnik noticed something strange about the waiters. They could remember incredibly complex, unpaid orders for multiple tables without writing anything down. But the second the bill was paid, poof, they couldn't remember a thing about the order. This led to her discovery of what we now call the Zeigarnik Effect. Our brains are fundamentally wired to obsess over unfinished tasks, open loops, and unresolved stories. An incomplete task creates a state of tension in our minds, and it screams at us for closure. It's why you can't stop thinking about that cliffhanger at the end of a TV show episode, or why a song stuck in your head is always just a snippet on repeat. Your brain is trying to close the loop. Now, think about your breakup. It is the Mount Everest of open loops. It's an unfinished story. Your brain and their brain is desperate for an ending. It wants to know how the story of you without them turns out. And here's where everyone gets it wrong. When you post that photo of you laughing with friends, looking amazing at the gym, or on a new date, you are handing them the ending on a silver platter. The message you're sending is, the story is over. I'm okay. You can close the file on me now. Your post, intended as a show of strength, actually provides them with relief. It eases their guilt and closes the loop in their mind. They can look at it and think, oh, good, they're fine. I made the right decision. And then they can move on, completely and totally. You just served them the final chapter of your story, and they didn't even have to stick around for the character development. The most powerful thing you can do is to deny them that closure. It's to let your story become an unfinished symphony in their mind. It's about creating a silence so loud, a void so profound, that their brains simply cannot file you away. It's about becoming an unresolved mystery. Here's how you do it. This technique has 3 phases. The first phase is the Great Disappearance. And I don't just mean no contact. No contact is an action. Blocking them is an action. Both of those things send a clear signal. I am hurt, and I am actively pushing you away. It's a loud, emotional response. The Great Disappearance is different. It's silence. It's not about blocking. It's about becoming a ghost. You vanish from the places they expect to see you. You don't post stories for them to watch. You don't update your profile picture. You don't deactivate your account, which is another loud signal. You just let it lie dormant. The psychological effect of this is devastating. Their brain has a pre-written script for how a breakup goes. There's the angry phase, the sad phase, the look how great I'm doing phase. By doing absolutely nothing, you throw their script in the shredder. You create a pattern interrupt. They expect a reaction, and they get a dial tone. This void creates a question in their mind. What are they doing? Are they okay? Did they just forget about me? That last question is the most unsettling of all. The ambiguity is far more potent than any angry text or glamorous photo. You've just created the biggest open loop of their life. Now, phase 2. This is the most important part, and it's where the real work happens. This is the secret project. While you are a ghost online and in their world, you pour every ounce of that breakup energy, that raw fuel of pain and anger, into one single, meaningful, and intensely private project. The key here is that this project cannot be for them. It cannot be about aesthetics or appearances. It must be something that fundamentally changes who you are from the inside out. It's not about getting a six-pack. It's about training for a marathon. It's not about buying new clothes. It's about learning a new language until you're conversational. It's not about going to more parties. It's about learning to code and building that app you always talked about, or writing the first 50 pages of that novel, or mastering a difficult musical instrument. This secret project does two critical things. First, it gives your brain a new, much more interesting loop to work on closing. The obsession with your ex gets replaced by an obsession with hitting your next milestone, with solving a problem, with creating something new. It physically rewires your neural pathways. You are literally building a new identity, one that has no connection to them. Second, it ensures your glow-up is authentic. A fake glow-up is a costume. A real glow-up is a change in your cellular structure. It's something you earn in the quiet, lonely hours when no one is watching. It's for you. Check this out. I had a client. Let's call him Alex. He was absolutely wrecked by his breakup with his long-term girlfriend. Let's call her Chloe. He was in that classic spiral, checking her social media a dozen times an hour, composing angry texts and deleting them, planning his revenge body debut. He told me, I just want her to see what she's missing. I want her to regret it. I asked him, Alex, what does Chloe do when she feels insecure or wants to prove a point? He said, oh, she posts a lot. Thirst traps, cryptic song lyrics, the whole 9 yards. Exactly, I said. So when you post your gym selfie, what language are you speaking? He paused. Her language, he admitted. You're playing her game, by her rules. The only way to win is to stop playing. So, we devised a secret project. Alex had always wanted to get into landscape photography. He loved hiking, but never took it seriously. For the next 6 months, he vanished. No social media, minimal contact with mutual friends. He bought a used camera, and every single weekend, he was up before dawn, hiking into the mountains, learning about light, about composition. He wasn't doing it for Instagram. He was doing it for the silence of the mountains, for the thrill of capturing a perfect sunrise. He was doing it for himself. And this brings us to phase 3, the accidental re-emergence. This is the checkmate. After months of silence and deep, authentic work, you don't announce your return. It just happens. And it happens through a third party. For Alex, a local art gallery held a competition for amateur photographers. On a whim, he submitted one of his shots, and he won. The gallery posted the winning photo on their social media page and tagged him. A mutual friend of Alex and Chloe saw it and shared it, saying, "Whoa, go Alex." Now imagine being Chloe. You haven't heard from Alex in 6 months. The loop has been wide open in your mind. You've probably assumed he's either still miserable or has moved on in a predictable way. Suddenly, you see this. It's not a selfie. It's not a picture with a new girl. It's a piece of art. It's evidence of a skill, of a passion, of a whole world you knew nothing about. The cognitive dissonance is immense. The person you broke up with, the person you thought you knew so well, doesn't exist anymore. In his place is this talented, accomplished stranger. Your brain can't compute it. It's like finding out the supporting character in your movie went off and won an Oscar for a different film. Chloe texted him that night. I saw the screenshot. It wasn't angry. It wasn't, I miss you. It was just 7 words. Your photograph is beautiful. I didn't know. That last part, I didn't know, is the sound of the ultimate revenge. It's the admission that she is no longer an expert on you. She doesn't have the final chapter of your story because you've started writing a whole new book. The loop in her mind didn't just stay open. It just expanded into a massive, unanswerable question. Who did he become? And you know what Alex told me was the most incredible part? He said, man, when I got that text, I was in the middle of planning my next photography trip. I read it, and for the first time, I didn't feel a spike of anger or a jolt of satisfaction. I just felt distant, like it was about someone else's life. He was too busy living his new story to care about the old one. He had successfully used the pain as rocket fuel to launch himself into a new orbit. And by the time he got there, he realized he didn't even care if she was watching the launch. So, the ultimate revenge isn't about making your ex miss you. It's about you no longer recognizing the person you were when you were with them. because you've evolved so completely. Here's what I want you to do. Tonight, forget about them for just 1 hour. Take out a piece of paper or open a new note on your phone and write down one secret project. Just one. Something that scares you a little and excites you a lot. Something you can do in private for an audience of one, you. It could be learning to cook one perfect French dish, building a bookshelf, or starting an online course on a topic you love. Because true power isn't found in their reaction. It's found in your action. It's in becoming the protagonist of a story so compelling, so full of depth and passion, that you forget you were ever just a supporting character in theirs. Go write that new chapter.